There's still a lot of uncertainty, a lot of lack of clarity as well around what they need to actually do for this local file. And some of the key ones that are coming out and stands out is, is there going to be a form released? We know that that's not the case. There's the XML schema. For the foreign currency gains and losses, which is a new requirement in the local file, we had a question in Perth, didn't we, Jim?
The ATO's XML schema indicates that foreign exchange gains or losses needs to be disclosed on a per transaction basis, which of course no corporation in their internal accounting systems actually calculates FX gains or losses per transaction. So there's a bit of uncertainty there as to how the corporations would actually derive and disclose that information. We're waiting for some further feedback from the ATO specifically in relation to that question.
Yeah, that's right. And there's also been a lot of questions around what type of financial statements do I need to submit to the ATO, whether I'm a MEC group, with the new changes to general purpose financial statements versus special purpose financial statements. So a lot of that information is going to be coming through in the ATO's instructions due to be released in April. However, in the meantime, we are also providing a special frequently asked questions section in our website on cchintegrator.com for taxpayers to be able to come on there in a very live manner and have a look at these questions that are updated based on our responses and dialogue with the ATO. So do have a look at our website for that information.
Yeah, and just thinking about some of the other common questions that have been asked, there's a bit of confusion around the timing requirement for submission as well. So we do know that the XML schema does need to be submitted at the same time as the company income tax return. This is the XML schema for Part A of the local file. It's actually two separate submissions, but they say at the same time, but is that the same day, the same hour? Still yet to work out exactly what the same time means. But again, we'll get guidance on that shortly from the ATO. One of the other key points, I think, is just in relation to the format. This XML schema format, what it all means. So companies just uncertain about a lot of the questions that have been asked, and specifically things like the transaction types in Part A of the IDS, and if I need to then disclose interest on loans, which boxes do I fill in to answer those specific disclosure requirements?
Yeah, and actually that's a really interesting point, Jim, because one of the taxpayers that asked us, they had seen this message structure table that's been sent out by the ATO iteratively, and it's very hard to consume that information until you see it in a form which we've now created in our software that outlines all of these transactions. So at the moment, there's just one line in there that says transaction type. So you naturally go, well, where's loans? And what we've done now is then put that into a more human consumable format so you can actually understand and see all the lists of the different types of transactions.